Throughout Chinese history, water has been both a giver of life and a force of destruction. It nourished crops, enabled trade, and sustained civilizations, yet it could also drown entire regions overnight. From this deep respect and fear of water emerged one of the most powerful divine figures in Chinese culture, the Dragon King. He is not merely a sea god, but a ruler of oceans, rain, storms, and tides. More importantly, the Dragon King is not a single deity, but a system of divine authority for dragon kings ruling the four seas, each with palaces beneath the ocean, armies, laws, and myths filled with wonder and moral lessons. In Chinese belief, dragons are not monsters but supreme spiritual beings closely tied to water, clouds, rain, and cosmic balance. The Dragon King is there for both the king of dragons and the god of water. He governs rainfall, calms storms, unleashes floods, and determines whether the seas bring prosperity or disaster. In mythology, the Dragon King represents natural order itself. Rain must fall at the right time, rivers must flow in balance, and the ocean must remain calm for human survival yet powerful enough to punish arrogance and disrespect toward nature. Ancient Chinese cosmology described the world through the concept of the four seas, symbolizing the vast unknown beyond the civilized center. These seas, east, west, south, and north, were not just geographic regions but pillars of cosmic order. If one sea fell into chaos, the entire world would be affected. The four dragon kings emerged as invisible guardians, maintaining equilibrium, ensuring that water and weather followed the rhythms of heaven. Worshipping the dragon kings was therefore not only about rain or safety, but about preserving harmony across the universe. Among the four, the East Sea Dragon King is the most famous. The East symbolizes sunrise, beginnings, and fortune, and many legendary tales place the Dragon Palace in the East Sea. He is often depicted as wealthy and majestic, ruling over a magnificent underwater court filled with pearls, coral pillars, jade floors, and mystical treasures. Stories portray him as both benefactor and judge, capable of granting rain to save entire regions, or unleashing storms to punish those who defile the ocean. Thus, the East Sea Dragon King embodies both mercy and authority. Each Dragon King reflects the nature of his domain. The West Sea is often imagined as deep, distant, and mysterious, representing unknown and dangerous waters. The South Sea is associated with warmth, monsoons, and fertility, making its Dragon King frequently worshipped during storm seasons. The North Sea, cold and harsh, symbolizes ice, endurance, and severity, and its Dragon King is often portrayed as strict and unforgiving. Together, they represent the many faces of water: life-giving, destructive, nurturing, and merciless. One of the most captivating elements of Dragon King mythology is the Dragon Palace beneath the sea. He is described as a shimmering world of glowing coral halls, giant cloud gates, jade columns carved with dragons, and pearls illuminating the darkness like stars. Sea creatures serve as soldiers, attendants, and messengers. For ancient people, the ocean's hidden depths, reefs, underwater caves, and bioluminescent creatures made the idea of a submerged divine kingdom feel plausible. The Dragon Palace symbolized the belief that beneath the chaos of the sea lies order, governance, and intelligence. Agricultural China depended heavily on rainfall, and drought often led to famine and unrest. Because dragons were associated with clouds and water, the Dragon King was believed to control the gates of heaven. During prolonged droughts, villagers held elaborate rain-calling rituals, paraded Dragon King statues, and offered sacrifices, pleading for mercy. When rain finally came, it was seen as proof that the Dragon King had listened. These rituals reinforced social unity and moral discipline, as people believed weather reflected the virtue or corruption of human society. In classical Chinese literature, the Dragon King often appears as a powerful but cautious figure. Though mighty, he remains part of a larger cosmic hierarchy under the authority of heaven. He negotiates, submits, or resists depending on circumstances, much like a political ruler. This portrayal transforms the Dragon King into a reflection of imperial governance, powerful yet constrained by laws, diplomacy, and balance, making him both divine and deeply human. Folktales frequently depict the Dragon King rewarding kindness and punishing greed. Fishermen who respect the sea and save lives may receive divine gifts, while those who overfish, pollute, or desecrate sacred waters may face sudden storms. These stories are moral allegories. Nature responds to human behavior, The Dragon King becomes the voice of water itself, enforcing consequences without words through waves, floods, and calm seas alike. The Dragon King is often shown possessing magical treasures, pearls, jade seals, divine weapons, and golden armor. This imagery reflects the sea's dual nature as both perilous and rich. Oceans provide pearls, salt, seafood, and trade routes, but they also claim ships and lives. The Dragon King's treasure hoard symbolizes this truth. Wealth exists, but only those who respect the sea may obtain it, and never without risk. In Feng Shui, dragons symbolize flowing energy, while water represents life force. Dragon veins and water paths are believed to determine the fortune of a land. Dragon King worship is therefore tied to geomancy. Areas with well-managed rivers, harbors, and coastlines thrive, while disrupted waters bring decline. The Dragon King here is not a miracle worker, but a metaphor for environmental balance and sustainable living. Dragon King temples are commonly found along rivers, coasts, and trade routes. Fishermen pray for safe journeys, merchants for smooth passage, farmers for rain. Festivals include processions, offerings, and dragon dances. Beyond belief, these rituals served a psychological purpose, helping communities cope with uncertainty and danger by giving fear a name and hope a form. Before science could explain weather and tides, mythology filled the gap. The Dragon King gave storms a face and floods a reason. By personifying nature, people learned humility and restraint. The Dragon King is therefore not just a god, but a language, one that teaches respect for forces beyond human control. Today, few believe the Dragon King literally controls storms, yet he remains deeply embedded in culture, cinema, festivals, and language. As climate change intensifies floods and rising seas, the legend of the Dragon King feels newly relevant, a reminder that nature is not conquered, only ignored at great cost. The Dragon King bridges ancient myth and modern environmental awareness. The four sea dragon kings are more than mythological rulers. They are an ancient worldview encoded in story. They teach reverence for water, awareness of balance, and humility before nature's power. Behind the imagery of dragons and underwater palaces lies a simple truth. Those who wish to live by the sea must first learn to respect it. And that lesson, perhaps, is the greatest legacy of the Dragon King. If you enjoy ancient legends, mythical love stories, and mysterious tales whispered across generations, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Your support gives us the strength to keep bringing these timeless stories back to life. Thank you for watching, and join us again as we uncover more secrets hidden within the myths of the ancient world.